are being directed to galactic center. And of course, looking at our galaxy not from the inside, but from the exterior, I see the bulge, which looks like a line going through it. They wanted to show me that first. And then they're taking me inside. And I am standing there in the black hole, which is right outside of the galactic center. And in 2012, there's all this energy being fed into galactic centers through the black hole. I'm tracing where it's coming from. There's a whole string. Energy is like being coming from a constellation of stars. I don't know how far it is. In another dimension. It is other life that is held in black matter. We've talked about this, the yin and the yang, the plus and the minus. So black matter is life just like us, except it is the opposite electrical field. And so this energy is coming from a very advanced constellation. Actually, it's 3 constellations set up in that pattern that we're familiar with, a triangle. And it is the cycle. They're sending the energy through the black hole into galactic center to 0112 December. The date that energy comes through the black hole is not the same date that the child will be born. Even though it might seem that it should be instantaneous, it is not. There is a lag period from the time that it comes through the black hole. No, it's not. It's not that. From the time that it is discharged from this triangular configuration, and then moves through the black hole, and then into galactic center. And it is that energy that comes through in December that transforms Earth. Not only Earth, but it imprints our entire solar system. And so all the planets are sharing in this energy pattern. The other planets they imprint this energy also. Of course, the energy comes through the sun. And seeing the 28th, child to be born on the 28th. Energy comes through the sun, and during that moment, it will repeat what happened earlier when the solar wind stopped. The electrons that are the solar wind will stop. It will stop for 3 days as that energy which came through the black hole imprints Earth. And of course, it will imprint all of the other planets. The planets, each of them, imprinting in some fashion their energy. Because each planet has a different energy, and a different purpose. And during those 3 days, that energy will completely alter the particles on Earth. They will be transformed. It will be like an explosion into every particle on Earth, in human beings even, where the electrons will have more space in between them. the planet will be repatterned. And there will be many who will not be able to withstand the change in the energy pattern because they have done their preparation. And if their bodies have not been cleared and they are filled with, as you call it, stuck energy from the past, they will perish during those 3 days. It's not a punishment, mind you. It's just that they will not be, the physical will not be able to be supported with the change in the energy. Just because this energy has come does not mean that every soul who is here on this planet will survive. They all have the opportunity to ascend. But those who have not worked on this process will not survive the pressure against the physical. The changing in the cells will be too much for them. Those who have prepared or have been attempting to prepare will have cells that are crystalline. Those who have not prepared at all, their cells will be carbon-based, and they will not be able to survive under the, well, they're showing you this great pressure that will be exerted upon it. Great pressure. They'll die from it. And those who are of the dark, who have no intention of moving towards the light, will not be able to exist in these energies either. And so the good news is everyone has the opportunity to ascend. And the good news is those who perish will reincarnate in another place where the energies will be similar. This is the justice of the moment in a sense. Those who have worked will receive their reward. Those who have not will receive also what they didn't do. Each will have their own result. And so what the crop circle is telling you is that this great change has to do with galactic center. The energy comes through because of all of the alignments. It is simply the alignments that allows the energy to come in on a straight line and come to Earth. It is like a lock where you need a key to unlock the lock. And that is what 2012 is. This giant clockwork. And the cosmos has lined up in a certain fashion that the energy can come through. And this is what the crop circle says. And as in so many things in life, humanity has always been warned. Warnings are not always dire things. Warnings can sometimes be an announcement of the most profound, of the most powerful, and yet of the most sublime. And this is what this child is. Powerful, the sublime. Isn't that not what love is actually? The most powerful, the most sublime. A little child, one day, they say, was born in Bethlehem so long ago. This little child will not be born in Bethlehem, but this little child will come 2012, and the comet will proclaim his coming. So you might say, in essence, this is his comet. For those who watch the sky, there was what they called the Star of Bethlehem. But since this child cannot be born in Bethlehem, then there is this comet, and that's his birth.